this is week 8 that I'm on at the moment, and I'm just doing a wee introduction to week 5 if I can remember what happened. I'm sitting out in the sunshine. You'll see I've got my windsurfer. I'm hoping to get out in the water soon. I'm down at Lendlefoot at the moment with my friend Donald's. But so this video is week 5, and it's the second part of me being down at the Kintyre peninsula. It starts off with the Friday night, I think, and it was really dark, and I thought I'd go out and have a wee play in the dark. So this video is going to show you going down by Carradale and then heading down to Campbelltown, down to Southend. I had such a great time down at the Kintyre peninsula. Cycled over to the Mull of Kintyre, got some good drone stuff, had some fun in the Keel Cave and at St Columba's Footprints, and just had a great time. So I've really fallen in love with that whole area. And when I started this and thought about doing this like 2 years ago, I always imagined I would start down at Campbelltown and I would start away down at Southend, and that's what I've done. So this is the second week of that, and I am just having such a good time, and it's really nice to share it. And so thank you for watching it. And some people do these YouTubes to create a big channel, and I really don't care. I'm doing it for a memory for myself. I'm doing it so I can share it with my friends and family, and so it's just nice when people watch and like it and enjoy watching what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm loving it. I'm actually having such a ball, and I'm just sitting out on the beach just now down at Lendlefoot, and it's sunny and warm, and I'm just chilling and enjoying such a nice day. I've slowed my life right down. It's a happy time. So thanks again for watching, and thanks for it feels like you're on the journey with me, which is really, really nice. So thanks again, and enjoy week 5. My friend Donald said I should listen to myself half speed because I sound drunk. So here we go. Week 6 was quite a non-event. I spent most of the time in Largs. Week 7, I've already done the video for that, and that was when we went back down to the Kintyre Peninsula with Karen, and it's just about done, and that'll come out in a wee while. So thanks again for watching, and take care. This is where I left off last week, and this is me at Skipness, between Skipness and Clinaig, and I think it's a Friday night.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to be out in the dark?
I meant to say in the dark in the middle of nowhere.
It's amazing how much light these phones pick up, because it's quite incredible. So the road from here goes to Clinaig, and then the other side goes to Skipness.
Week 5 was the second week of being in the Mull of Kintyre, or the Kintyre Peninsula, and had a couple of nights on the way down to Southend, and stayed 3 or 4 nights down at Southend and visited the Mull of Kintyre. So that's what I'm about to show you just now. GoPro, start recording. That's how you do it. So it's Saturday, and I spent Friday night just past Clinaig, right on the water. There's my GoPro as well, and I have to ensure that I can get out of this grassy, muddy bit, so it's going to be interesting. It's always a wee bit of a concern when you park someplace that's not a sight, and here goes. You normally, I think you know first time that if you're going to make it or not. So, fingers crossed. Here goes. And I've made it. And something is rattled in the back, but that's okay. I think we're alright. Yay! We made it. Oh dear. It's always a wee bit nerve-wracking. So there we go. And so now I'm heading to Carradale, and we'll see what the day brings us. GoPro, stop recording. This is us coming to Kintyre ferry terminal, which goes across to Loch Ranza at Arran, and I've done this ferry many a time, jumping across from Arran to get to the Kintyre peninsula. Out for a wee walk along the beach, and the sun is coming out, and it's gorgeous, which seems to be my word at the moment. No, it's lovely. A very chilled day. Started off very windy and pouring with rain, and now it's actually quite pleasant. Wind is meant to get up tonight, so I don't know whether to go from here over to Carradale or go down to Campbelltown or just stay here. I think I might just stay here, it's so nice. This next clip is actually a TikTok that I put up, so some of you may have seen it. If you have, just fast forward. Sometimes it's good to take a bit of time out of the busyness, just look around, soak it all in and chill. A walk on the beach, yeah, even if it's blowing a gale. Enjoy. I can't really remember a time where I felt just quite so happy and at peace, and that really was shown in that last wee clip. Just such a lovely time, even though it was blowing a gale. And this is Carradale, another one of my favourites. The road from Carradale down to Campbelltown is single track on this side, and I just wanted to show you some of the hills. They're pretty steep. So this is 16%, which I had to go up in first or second gear. You'll probably hear the engine struggling a wee bit, but I hope you get an appreciation of just how steep this is. And there we go, made it to the top. This is Torresdale Bay. It's just a wee bay, but it was just gorgeous, and I stopped there for a wee while and had a walk and flew the drone, and I think I had a wee spot of lunch before I headed down to Southend. So, just arrived at Southend near the Mull of Kintyre. Let me show you.
Come on, get ready for the sun. Come on, get ready for the first day of your life. The story's only just begun. You feel it coming through the red sky in the night. You're alive. What you waiting for? Come on, get
This was a couple, David and Sue, who I met just as I arrived at Southend, and they were on their first week out, I think, or their first day out in their brand new camper van. So it was really lovely to talk to them. I stayed here, I think 3 nights or 4 nights. It was just so lovely. Fantastic beach and really nice facilities. Well, there's nothing there, but it was just gorgeous. Beach was lovely. I did paddleboard in it with Karen a couple of weeks later when we went back there, but didn't go in the water when I was down, as it was pretty choppy and it looked quite steep and with sort of riptides, and an old lady told me later on, be careful when you're swimming in there, but really nice place. The next bit's another TikTok, just a little bit of fun really.
I got summer on the inside. I got summer on the inside.
Good morning, it's Tuesday and this must be one of the most beautiful, fantastic places to have.
I got summer on the inside.
It looks quite
So,
grubby,
just
but it's gorgeous
ignore the
inside.
good, ignore the bad.
Have a good day.
We can turn this around.
Off to the Mull of Kintyre.
This stretch of road goes all the way down to the lighthouse at the Mull of Kintyre, and there's a gate at the top, so obviously there's no traffic on it, and it is about 1,000 feet drop in about a mile, so it was fantastic going down, but not so nice coming back up. Looking down from not quite the top of the road, you can see the lighthouse down at the bottom there. And this is me at the bottom next to the lighthouse, and there are quite spectacular views along the coast from there. The water looks really calm there, but it's very like the Corryvreckan, it's very choppy down there. So this is a Tuesday, I think. I'm on the Mull of Kintyre and this is where I sit doing my editing, and look at that view out there and the sun is shining. I've been here two nights and probably going to stay another night. It's just so nice. So I'm heading to see St Columba's footprints. Up these stairs. Not much to see, but a great view. So we come up the steps and then come up to the footprints. And whoa, 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 there they are there. Wow. I'm going to do a pose for them. So the way the footprints are, he must have stood like this. Or like this. Another TikTok. I was flying my drone into this cave and it worked out quite well, so don't get a fright when you go in there, because it's only me. I had to take a wee picture of this Teapot Lane, and the views down at Southend on a sunny day were just fantastic. This was Mary, and she was parked up beside me down at Southend for 3 nights, I think, and she had been travelling for I think 6 weeks in her van, and she's from Durham, and we kept in touch, and she was just a lovely lady, and she had her little companion, this little dog, which had a massive overbite. Pretty. So I left Southend and I headed for Tenalone, I think it is, which is across from Gia, the island of Gia. But I stopped to look at the Davar Island just off of Campbelltown, and there's a causeway goes across to it, and you can see at the moment it's covered in water, so you have to go across on low tide. I walked out to that marker there where it turns to the right and heads over to the island, and as you can see, just when I got back, I didn't realise that that bit would get covered with water as well, so it was covered with water. So that was me standing at that mark there, and as you can see, the rest of the causeway is covered. So there's a car drives out there, and I think there's a hotel out there as well, you can go and stay overnight. Beautiful little island just off of Campbelltown. So I left there and I went to Tenalone, and you can park, there's an air there just at the terminal. And that was the end of my week. I headed home and I met up with some friends for breakfast. Hi. No, 1, 2, 3. Hi! That's my bestie from school, and then in the evening I met up with some other folks, and we went out for some drinks because it was end of term, and we had a good laugh, and it's nice to see the folks from school again. And I had to walk home from Largs, and I took this picture. This was pitch black, and the phone seems to really pick it up really nice. This is the pencil about 12 o'clock at night, and it's just a lovely, lovely time. Thanks for watching week 5, and I'm actually in week 8 at the moment. The following week I spent most of the time at Largs, and actually went to stay in a little caravan site for a couple of days. The weather was lovely, and then I went week 7 back to the Kintyre peninsula with Karen, and I've already made the video for that, so it'll come out soon. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and take care.